Hello friends, it's been a while. Sorry, I was really busy. This is the American English File, 2nd edition, Book 2, Student Book, Part 6b. I'll never forget you. Everybody, look at this picture. What do you see? Promise. What does this word mean? Check your dictionary or Google Translate. Good. Now I have some questions for you. Have you ever made promises? Do you always keep your word or promise? Has anyone ever break his or her promise to you? How did you feel? Which one is more important, promise or survival? Are broken promises a big problem? Do you know what false hope is? Or what does it mean? False hope. Has anyone ever given you false hopes? How do you deal with people who break their promises? Okay, you can add your questions as well. Now I need you to answer the questions and speak to your partner. Compare your answers, exchange ideas. This is on you. Good, that was a very good start. Now, everybody look at the cartoons, right? What do you think the missing phrases are? Can you fill in the blanks? Try to do it. Okay, now I need you to listen and fill in the blanks. Okay, let's do it together, me and you.
3.10 1. That's 2 burgers, an extra large order of French fries, and 2 ice cream sundaes. Anything else?
Yes, I'll have a diet soda, please.
2.
Do I want to go back to the previous version? Do I press yes or no?
I need to do my homework now. I'll help you when I finish.
3.
I'll change, I promise.
Well, hurry up. I can't wait much longer.
Just one more kiss.
Okay, well done. These are the answers. Now, everybody look at the cartoons again. In which one does somebody promise to do something? Which one? Number 3, I'll change, I promise, right? In which one does somebody decide to have something? Of course, number 1, I'll have a diet soda, please. And in which one does somebody offer to do something? I'll help you when I finish, right? Okay, the second cartoon. Well done. So far, so good. Let's continue. Good. Will or won't. Decisions, offers, promises. Just like the cartoons that I showed you. Okay, everyone? I need you to listen and practice, okay?
3.11
I won't stay for dinner. I think I'll go home early.
I'll help you with your homework.
I'll open the door for you.
I'll always love you.
I won't tell anybody.
Okay. Now, everybody, you use will or won't plus the base form. Look, go, open, tell, help, base form for making decisions, offering and promising. For example, I'll help you with those bags. Next point, in question sentences with I and we, all right? Shall is sometimes used to offer to do something or to make a suggestion, but this is not a common use. You don't do it all the time. For example, shall we go for a walk? Shall we have a drink? Okay. Now, everybody, you know the points. Let's practice them. Time to show me what you're made of. We have, I think, 2 exercises. A, match the sentences. For example, it's hot in here. G, I'll open the window. All right? And B, complete the sentences with will or want plus a verb. And of course, the base form. For example, what would you like? I'll have the fish, right? Okay, as always, stop the video and do it just you, yourself. No help from anybody. Okay. All right. Now check your answers with your friends. All right. Okay. Now let's do it together. All right. Number 1, I'm thirsty. Okay. I'll get you a glass of water. All right. Number 2, I have a headache. I'll turn off the music. Number 3, this exercise is hard. I'll help you with it. Number 4, I'm hungry. I'll make you a sandwich. Number 5, these bags are heavy. I'll carry one for you. All right. Number 6, I left my wallet at home. I'll lend you some money. I'll give you some money. Number 7, I need that photo urgently. I'll send it by email now. And number 8, we don't have any milk. I'll buy some on my way home. Good. Now the next exercise. Number 1, I can't do this crossword. I'll help you. Offering help. All right. It's a secret. I won't tell anyone. I promise. A promise. Number 3, when will I hear from you again? I'll call you tonight. Okay. Number 4, can I borrow $50? When will you pay it back? Or when will you pay me back? Number 5, it's my birthday next week. Don't worry, I won't forget. All right. Number 6, I feel sick. I feel ill. All right. I'll take you home. You offer help, right? Okay. And number 7, this chocolate you bought isn't very good. Yes, I know. I won't buy it again. And the last one, those shoes are too small. I'll get a bigger pair for you, ma'am. Okay. So that's offering, promising, and decision making, deciding. Well done. Now that was a very good practice. Now time to play a game. You and your friend. Okay, you start from here, you finish here like this, right? Now, in each scenario, you either make a decision, or you offer help, or you make a promise. 3 scenarios. Decision making, make a decision, decide. Promise, or offer or suggest help or something. This is on you. I'm gonna wait.
A few moments later.
Okay, well done. Now, these are some possible answers. For example, for the first scenario, I'll have the steak. Or help, there's a spider. I'll kill it, I'll get it. All right. Number 3, I'll answer it. The next one, you forgot to buy milk. Okay, you can say, I'll go to the supermarket and buy some. And number 5, for example, I'll help you, I'll carry them. Number 6, I won't be late. I'll be home on time. Or number 7, I'll take the green one. All right, decision making. And number 8, I'll pick you up. All right, and the last one, I'll turn on the lights. Okay, very nice. So far, so good. Pronunciation, word stress, 2-syllable verbs. Okay, now one thing I have to tell you, stress in 2-syllable words. Remember, put it here, that most 2-syllable verbs are stressed on the second syllable. All right, now look at the 2-syllable verbs below. Which syllable are they stressed on? Put them in the right column. First syllable, second syllable. Okay, so which one has the stress? Okay, now I need you to listen and check. I'm gonna help you with it. All right, okay.
3.12. First syllable.
Borrow.
Happen.
Offer.
Practice.
Promise.
Sunbathe. Second syllable.
Agree.
Arrive.
Complain.
Decide.
Depend.
Forget.
Impress.
Invent.
Invite.
Prefer.
Receive.
Repair.
Okay, so the first syllable, stress, borrow, happen, offer, practice, promise, sunbathe. The second syllable, agree, invent, arrive, invite, prefer, complain, decide, receive, depend, repair, forget, impress, right? Okay, so far so good. Now I have a speaking practice for you. Look at the sentences, these sentences. I'll pay you back. This won't hurt. I'll come back and finish the job tomorrow. I'll text you when I get there. All right? Or I won't tell anyone. I do it later. We'll build new schools and hospitals. Okay? Now I have two questions for you. When do you think people say them? When? And number two, what do you think they all have in common? Okay? I need you to speak to your partner and answer these two questions. Do it now.
A few minutes later.
Good discussion. Now, these are some possible answers, not accurate, possible answers. For example, I'll pay you back when somebody asks to borrow some money. Or this won't hurt when a doctor or a dentist is about to give you a shot. Or I'll come back and finish the job tomorrow. Workers and plumbers when they have started a job in your house. I'll text you when I get there. Usually teenagers before they start a long trip. I won't tell anyone when somebody tells you a secret. And I'll do it later when you ask somebody to do something they don't want to do. For example, a teenager to clean his or her room. And we'll build new schools and hospitals. Politicians before an election. It's very important.
It's false. No way. Not this time.
All right, let's continue. Now a reading. Everybody, look at the title. I'll never forget you. So, do you think it's another promise that people often break? What do you think? I'll never forget you. So, it depends on you. For example, I never forget people, especially if they do me bad. Okay, now let's take it easy. Read the article and answer the questions. We have 3 questions, okay? This is on you. Time for me to wait.
3 days later.
Good, you're back. So first, let's read the article together. Me and you, my friend. All right. Steve Smith from D1 in the UK met Carmen Ruiz Perez from Spain 17 years ago when they were both in their 20s. Carmen was studying English at a language school in Steve's town, Turbay. They fell in love and got engaged, but a year later, Carmen moved to France for work, and the long-distance relationship first cooled and then ended. A few years later, Steve tried to get in touch with Carmen again, but she had changed her address in Paris. So he sent her a letter to her mother's address in Spain. In the letter, he asked her if she was married and if she ever thought of him. He gave her his telephone number and asked her to get in touch. But Carmen's mother didn't send the letter to her daughter, and it fell down behind the fireplace, where it stayed for 10 years.
Oh my God!
Okay, now let's answer the questions. Number 1, what were Carmen and Steve doing in Steve's town? Carmen was studying English and Steve was living there. Okay. Number 2, why didn't they get married? Because Carmen moved to France and the long-distance relationship didn't work. Number 3, why didn't Steve's letter get to Carmen? Because Carmen's mother didn't send it to her. Now, let's listen to the rest of the story, all right? And answer the questions. For example, what happened when the workers found the letter, right? So, listen and answer the questions, okay?
3.13.
Earlier this year, 10 years after Steve sent the letter, some workers were renovating the living room in Carmen's mother's house. When they took out the fireplace, they found Steve's letter and gave it to Carmen's sister, and she sent the letter to Carmen. Carmen was now 42, and she was still single.
When I got the letter, I didn't call Steve right away because I was so nervous. I kept picking up the phone and putting it down again. I almost didn't call him at all, but I knew that I had to make the call.
Carmen finally made the call, and Steve answered the phone. He was also now 42 and also single.
I couldn't believe it when she called. I just moved into a new house, but luckily I kept my old phone number.
Steve and Carmen arranged to meet a few days later.
When we met, it was like a movie. We ran across the airport and into each other's arms. Within 30 seconds of seeing each other again, we were kissing. We fell in love all over again.
Last week, the couple got married, 17 years after they first met.
I never got married in all those years, but now I have married the man I always loved.
So Steve and Carmen are together at last. But will they keep their promises?
Now, that was a very interesting love story, wasn't it?
Sensational.
Okay, let's answer the questions. All right, so what happened when the workers found the letter? They gave it to Carmen's sister. What happened when Carmen got the letter? She called Steve. What happened when Carmen called Steve? They arranged to meet. And number 4, what happened when they met a few days later? They fell in love again. And what happened last week? They got married. Well done. That's what I call keeping a promise in your heart. Now, enough with the story. Vocabulary, verb plus back. Look at the sentences. What's the difference between go and go back? For example, I'm going to work or I'm going back to work. What is the difference? Do you have any idea? Okay, so go means to move or travel from one place to another. For example, go to the office. Go back means to return to a place, return. For example, go back to work after lunch, right? Very good. Now, everybody complete the dialogues with a phrase from the list. Call you back, come back, give it back, pay me back, send it back, take it back. Okay, everybody? This is on you. Do it right now. Well done. Now I need you to listen and check. Okay?
3.14. 1.
The shirt you bought me is too small.
Don't worry. I'll take it back to the store and exchange it. I still have the receipt.
2.
Hi, Jack. It's me, Karen.
I can't talk now. I'm driving. I'll call you back in 15 minutes.
3.
Could I see the manager?
She's at lunch now. Could you come back in about half an hour? 4.
That's my pen you're using. Give it back.
No, it's not. It's mine.
5. Can you lend me $50, Nick?
It depends. When can you pay me back?
6.
I bought this jacket on the internet, but it's too big.
Can't you send it back?
Well done. Impressive work. All right, and this is the last set in the house. Ask and answer these questions in groups, you and your friends or you and your partner. And make sure to ask for more information. Okay, let's read the questions, shall we? All right, number one, when someone leaves you a message on your phone, do you usually call them back immediately? Number two, if you buy something online that is not exactly what you wanted, do you always send it back? Number three, have you ever lent or gave somebody money and he or she didn't pay you back? Number four, when you come back after a vacation, do you usually feel better or worse than before? Number five, when you borrow a book or a DVD from a friend, do you usually remember to give it back? What about if you lend something to your friends? For example, your shoes or maybe your tennis racket, right? And number six, if you buy something to wear from a store and then you decide you don't like it, do you usually take it back? As I told you, discuss these questions with your friends or your partner and ask for more information. Best wishes. And that's the episode for today. Thank you for watching. If you have a question, you can comment it down below. And make sure to check my socials as well. I've got Instagram and TikTok. I have recently added TikTok videos for those people who want short videos. And of course, on YouTube, we have YouTube Shorts. Okay, wish you all the best, and I hope to hear from you very soon. Bye-bye.